Hey, it's Pastor John here with Corndale Church, just responding to the text questions we're getting in through the Marriage Matters series. This one says this: what do you do if you're already remarried after a previous divorce? Are you still bound to the original covenant, and what does the new marriage covenant mean to that? That is a complicated question, and it would take a long time to dive into everything entailed in this, but here's what I would say. If you're remarried, you shouldn't get divorced to your new spouse to go back and make this the other relationship right. I certainly wouldn't recommend that. But here's what I would recommend. When people get married here at Corndale, we do some fairly intensive premarital counseling on the front end, because marriage is a huge deal, and it's a great blessing, and it's an unbelievable challenge as well. And so we want our couples to be as prepared as possible as they enter marriage together. In fact, if we don't feel good about it as pastors, we reserve the right to say, hey, we're not recommending that you get married. And if you do, we're not going to be the ones that do it, because we love people and we want to give them wise counsel. So all that to say, about half of the marriages in this country end in divorce, and many of those people will get remarried, and about 75 to 80% of those marriages that come out of, that are really a remarriage, about 80% of those end in divorce. And so there's a pattern that can easily get established. And so if you're a person who has been divorced and you're now remarried, what I would recommend is to be able to meet with a pastor and go through marriage counseling, because your past history, your previous marriage, has the potential to really be harmful for you in this new marriage. If the issues that caused the first marriage to end in divorce, if those aren't identified and dealt with and restored and redeemed, those are going to follow you into this new marriage as well. And so it's absolutely important to understand what went wrong, to be able to identify what your sin was in the process, and to repent of that, and to really be honest, to be able to get over the grieving, the mourning, the pain, the sorrow of that divorce. Because if you don't work through those things, they're going to follow you into this new marriage, and they're actually going to really dominate the marriage, because you might still be reacting to your previous marriage out of anger or fear, and you don't want that. So what I would encourage is, if you didn't get really good premarital counseling, I would recommend to get some of that now, even though you're already married. To either meet with Pastor Trent, who does all of our marriage counseling. There's a number of good books that you can read. The Meaning of Marriage by Tim Keller is a great one I'd recommend. But to answer the question, you shouldn't get divorced and leave your current spouse because it's a remarriage. But you really need to be wise in this, because if you're not aware of the cause of the first divorce, chances are those issues are going to follow you into this marriage, and I don't think any of us want that. So I hope that's helpful. Let us know if we can do something for you.